Hi, I'm back doing another video for multiple myeloma. You guys giving you some more information about exactly what's been going on and what you can expect if you happen to get into a CAR T trial. Um, so basically, I found out some good information today. Had a really good conversation with the doctor. It was my second appointment. My first appointment was actually yesterday at a clinic. And I wasn't really exactly sure why I was at the clinic, but I found out today exactly why I was there. Apparently, the main reason for going to clinic in the hospital is for possible transfusions or platelets. So uh, basically, I just kind of went in there to do vitals and give them some blood, and then they would go do run some labs and find out if I was low or anything. And I wasn't low on anything, so I went home. So it was basically just a trip in and a trip out. That was the whole purpose, was for blood and platelets. So I didn't need either. Today, I found out the real reason why I wasn't getting anything but Tylenol every 6 hours for my massive fevers that I had for the cytokine storm that I actually endured before. Apparently, the deal is this other medication. I think they call it Toki. I can't remember exactly what the long form is, but this stuff, if you take it, it actually reverses the effects of CAR T. So which then makes the whole thing useless. So, but they didn't tell you that when you're sitting in the hospital room with a 104-degree fever. Instead, they just don't say anything and they pack in ice. So everyone's all frustrated. You know, why aren't you giving them more Tylenol? Why can't you give them some medication? Well, they didn't want to give us medication because if they had, then that would have reversed everything. They didn't want to give Tylenol because they wanted to know exactly how hot you were for real. So basically, their theory was let them smoke it out. So basically, just sit there and melt. And they stuff some ice in your armpits and toss some ice on your forehead and on your chest and hope that it doesn't get any hotter. Um, I heard a story actually a couple days ago from someone in reference. I think it was in the New York Times. I can't remember the exact reference. Maybe I can find the story. Um, that the first person that ever actually got a CAR T was a child. And that child had to go through essentially for a week what I went through for 48 hours. That's a tough kid. I wouldn't be doing that. But just goes to show um, sometimes you got to pay. We, you know, the doctor, the PA that I spoke to said that that's one of the more frustrating things about the profession is a lot of people just don't communicate information to patients, and no one's really sure why. Whether they think that we don't understand it, whether they think that somehow it influences something, or I don't know. The fact is that it'd be good to share the information so that people don't just sit around frustrated. But it's part of the reason why I'm here, right? So there you go. There's the reason if you actually ever do end up in clinical trial for CAR T or end up with CAR T treatment. Who knows when you're actually listening or looking at this, but that's the reason the medications that would treat your incredibly high fever would essentially reverse the CAR T, rendering everything you did moot, which sucks. So you don't want that. So suffer through it. At any rate, um, so that's kind of to deal with that. And that's kind of my update for today too. Um, I'll get with you later. If you have any questions or have any comments, please feel free to leave them. In the meantime, you guys hang in there, and thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.